Hey guys, do you know like which career path would give you millions of dollars? It's actually one career path that is actually evolving these days. If you just go get in there and do your job really good, and be creative in there, you can make $1 million, several $1 million, just not $1 million every year going forward.
Right.
That is, I don't know if you guessed it or not by now. That's artificial intelligence, like artificial intelligence engineer or AI related jobs, but you have to be good at it. Even if you're not good at it, you can still make six figure, about six figure, with that. But if you're really good at it, you can, you do a good job, you are in the top 10% in that career, out of others, compared to others, you would be making millions. That is what we're going to talk about today. We haven't talked about this in other episodes. This is the first time. We have some experience on that. That's why, like, we brought this topic. I haven't seen any other YouTubers or,
Yeah.
like, business oriented person talk about this artificial intelligence as a career path. But there is tons of money to make going forward. If you look at everything like Alexa, Siri, what is that Microsoft called? Cardana? No, not Cortana.
Okay.
Cortana. Yeah, it's
I
not very
didn't know
famous.
about it because
Right
everyone
now.
talks about Siri, right?
Yeah, no, Siri is for Apple, right?
Right.
Uh, Amazon Alexa, Google, Alphabet Google. So all those things are putting lots of tools and into your home, right? You have a lot of gadgets now, and
Yeah, and they have actually become part of their family too.
right, and Amazon is coming up with a flying drone camera within your home. Like it stays in one place, but if you wanted to say, you can say, oh, go to the bedroom and show me the view, and it flies there.
Right.
So yeah, that's the thing right now. Right now it's crazy, like everything is based on AI, machine learning. So what you have to do is just learn the basics, right? If you want to learn the basics, there are tons of resources. You If you cannot do it online, you're not good at learning from online,
Right.
do a boot camp. Go to a boot camp, look for AI boot camp, or just Google it in your city, right? Wherever you are in the world, right? And if you cannot afford to pay money, like sometimes it's $1,000 $2,000 for 3 4 days boot camp, right? Or sometimes it's less, but if you cannot afford that money to go there whole day boot camp, they talk about just whole thing about that, right? If you cannot afford that money, you can go to meetup.com and just search for artificial intelligence, or machine learning, data science, those topics, and you will be getting tons of meetups.
And and do you want to? I don't know if that's this is going to be part of your part of your sharing, Venkat. Do you know like what kind of professions, like eventually, like what kind of roles in a company that someone who's studying these topics can get into?
Right, like for example, Facebook, right? Facebook or Google, they might talk about, like, where the mouse, like, somebody is looking in the computer, right? Facebook browsing the computer, where the mouse is located, where that mouse icon is located. Are
Hmm.
they moving around a mouse, or like, are they keeping it on the ad side of it? That the small data, that getting that data, that
Yeah,
they would know it. Facebook knows it, where your mouse is
it is that detailed. So you're
located.
talking about research, like what kind of roles that people like who are these people? Like are they titled as
Data
research? No, not
engineers, like a machine learning
okay.
engineer, data
Okay.
engineer, data
There is
scientist,
okay.
AI engineer, artificial intelligence engineer.
Right.
Those are some of the titles, and within that
Uh,
title,
Yeah.
sorry,
Oh
go
no,
ahead.
I was gonna ask, are they? I mean, I'm so excited. I'm probably this is not my cup of tea, but still, I'm so excited to learn and probably share. Um, what kind of like are there any certification programs that the people can go for? What kind of books, or do you want to recommend something?
Yeah, like if you, I would say like you need to have some kind of affinity towards computer science, mathematics,
Okay.
like especially like calculus, and the data structures,
Mhm.
data, like, everything, like whole thing we are talking about today is revolve around data. Like you
Right.
need to know numbers. You need to have interest in numbers,
Okay.
like a statistics,
That's
right?
good. Okay.
Like, we are like, if you're always thinking in your mind like, oh,
Mm.
US is like only 5% of the population, but 20% of COVID. They always talk about that, right?
Right.
We have 20% of COVID, but we have, out of the whole world, we only have 5% of population in US.
Mm.
Those kind of like, you are
Analytical algorithms. How do you call it?
anything, yeah, algorithm,
Right.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
data science, algorithm,
Right.
artificial intelligence, and statistics, machine learning.
Someone. It sounds like someone who always thinks if then why questions, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
That's it. And they're solving problems like these. Like, somebody could be a machine learning expert, right? They know 0 1 0 1 0 0. What exactly that
Right.
corresponds to. All this, binary numbers and everything. They know it. But if they cannot solve real world problem, like they're sitting in their dark room and coding something, and that's not going to be used by anybody in a large scale, there is no use for it. Like, you need to know how to solve problems. You need to know how to present your uh, the problem to the executives, or
Yeah.
your audience, and also present the solution, why you did what you did, right?
Right.
That's kind of a reasoning
Exactly.
type of question,
Yeah.
thinking. So yeah, if you just focus on data, like, maybe to start with, you need to start as a data scientist, a data engineer. Just focus on that. uh, for that, you probably need to know the basic, like Excel is the basic tabular data, right? And then and then you become a structural data, like, databases, right? Databases. From Excel you move to databases, and then learn the databases, different databases: Oracle, Teradata, Sybase, a SQL server. There's tons of different databases. So learn those databases. How do you retrieve the data? How do you store the data? Just learn those things. And then how do you get the insights out of, there's millions of data out there, right? Millions of rows of data. It's not a small like Excel file, right? There's a
Right.
data flowing, tons of data flowing. And then there's unstructured data, the big data they call it. And so all these things, tons of different things. Just learn those terminologies. That's why you go to boot camp, you watch lots of videos, and then learn one or two programming languages like Python, or even SAS. Those are some of the things that gives you. These are all open source, not the SAS, but Python or open source. You can install in your computer. It's free, and then there are tons of videos out there, tons of learning materials out there online. Like I said, you can go to boot camp if you cannot do that. Through non-interactive way. You can go to interactive way, the boot camp. You can even go to community college, attend, take few classes for few $100
Right.
tuition, right?
Right.
There are tons of ways to get in there, and once you get in there, it's just like I said before, it will take 1 year maybe to become a next level, and then next time it may take only 6 months, and then to go to the another level, and then 3 months, and maybe you will be there by the time in few years.
Right. And actually, I've seen, like, in my work area, we use a lot of artificial intelligence in our work. And
Mm.
I know for a fact that some of the companies that we go for webinars, seminars, and you know they are really big. Like, you can actually have your own company in
Right, right, right.
artificial intelligence. Become a bigger person, bigger family, bigger company later on. Hiring your own people. And this, like, it sounds like this is the sky's the limit when you get into this artificial intelligence. And like you said at the outset, like, this is an evolving, like, this is the trend, like, this is a trending thing.
Right.
So it's better to get into this if you're interested right away, because like I said, sky's the limit, because it's trending.
Right, yeah, and you can make millions in a few years. This is the path to, like, if you
Yeah.
wanted
and
to.
and And when it's all about like, you know, the things that humans used to do, you know, it's all getting to, you know, rolling into machines. So that's the whole definition of this whole thing. And we are
Exactly.
in an era we are moving towards that. And just like YouTube as a trend, just like Facebook became a trend in 2004, artificial intelligence it is now.
Right,
So it's
exactly.
simple as that.
Yeah, it's going to stay like, Tesla, right? Tesla cars. Uh,
Right.
they are auto driving. They're driving automatically. How they're
Right.
doing? Because they have tons of cameras out there, data gathering, and then looking for all those, matching up with the other things that's
Right.
already there in the database. So it's doing on the fly, right? It's just so complicated, but you don't have to do that. That's the beauty of it, right? You just
That's
have
right.
to design it and then put it out there,
Right.
and it's the computer is doing its job.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
yeah, hopefully
Very
this
good
was
session.
helpful,
Thank you
guys.
so much for sticking if you're still with us.
Right, yeah, this is going to be a pretty new, if you are watching, tons of boring topics about, becoming a millionaire, but from other YouTubers,
Yeah.
they may talk about, tons of other things that's not really realistic, but this is a real world scenario we brought in today. Hopefully you liked it, and if you like this kind of video, come back and visit our channel, and then subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe.
And also, if you have any topic that you want us to talk about too, right? And you know, if you like the way that we talk about things, our content, suggest some things that, you know, if you want us to do for our next episode, that'll be great. It's a great thing for us as well.
Right, exactly. Yeah, just bring it on, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Bye.